Hi, welcome to Prop 5 on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. I'm Ethan Skolnick. You can follow me at Ethan J. Skolnick at 5 Reasons Sports. I got Eric Wiedeke. You can follow him at Eric Wiedeke. That is on Twitter as well. Use the code 5, F-I-V-E. Put down your $5. You get $50 to play right away. Prize Picks, the official fantasy sponsor of the 5 Reasons Sports Network. As with everything on Prize Picks, you can play in the state of Florida, which is pretty cool, because that was not the case for a little while. And you can play up to 6 players together and across the sports spectrum. So go to prizepicks.com, use the code FIVE. All right, we got Pacers Knicks. What the Halliburton? Larry David. That should have been the last Curb episode, which I think would have been better than the Seinfeld thing they did. I don't even know how New Yorkers. My brother could not go to work the next day. He's a teacher, so those kids were not taught the next day as a result. Really, really ugly stuff. 13-year-old me was dying inside, but I've since moved from New York and changed. Well, at least got rid of all allegiances, so I don't have it anymore. But let's just start with Halliburton tonight. 20.5 points. He's scored 31. And by the way, he didn't hit this number in the last 3 against Cleveland, but then scored 31 in the clincher against Cleveland and 31 against the Knicks. It did take overtime, but he scored 31 against the Knicks. The pace, we had talked about this on the Prize Picks show there. The pace was to the Pacers' favor the whole way, and I said that the Knicks play so few guys. Their starting lineup's been bad, by the way, collectively when it's played together in the playoffs, that eventually they would wear down. And that's kind of what happened, it looked like.
Yeah.
I'm going to play Tyrese over tonight simply because he understands the moment. He's not going to be scared by anything there. And I just feel like he wants to. I don't usually use this as my reasoning, but it just feels like he wants to put on a show in the Garden. I'm going over the 20.5. What say you?
This maybe not today. I like Halliburton in general. I think I might be
Yeah.
playing more on the assist lines today if I was playing anything Halliburton.
Okay.
But I mean I don't hate the over on points. I just like the assists more tonight.
What is your favorite play on the Pacers side? Aaron Nesmith going to kill them again?
Yeah, I mean Aaron Nesmith is definitely a really good option. I'm actually gonna go with the guy that played really well through like the first 2.5 quarters and then didn't do anything else for the rest of the game. In
Yeah, I know
Miles
you.
Turner.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
he he had a really tough. Even then, I don't think he had a great game, and he still came away
hmm
with 6 field goals made. I think he bounces
hmm
back, has a better game, goes over that number at 5.
Okay, so 6 field goals made. I'm looking at some of his other numbers. Let me take a look here because he's at half a dunk. Um,
Yeah,
I kind of like that. Let's see. He's at half a dunk, 2.5 field goals, 3 pointers made. If you look at the half a dunk, he has. Well, that was his free. He didn't have a dunk against Cleveland. He had 1 in the last game. You said 5 field goals made, 11 field goals attempted. I'm gonna play him over on fantasy score. 30. That's a little more broad based. I do like him tonight though, so that's the direction that I'm gonna go. All right, on the Knicks side, there's a goblin that I think is just a given. I'm gonna take it. It doesn't pay as much, but Miles McBride over 4.5 points. Uh, Tibbs, he's got to play the bench more, man. Like I don't know. Mitch and McBride have both been good, but he won't lean that direction and play them a ton. But I'm going to play him over on the 4.5 points tonight. Again, that's a goblin play. Let me go to Brunson with you here.
mm-hmm.
30 points, 33.5 points in rebounds, 41 PRA. He was at 49 in the last game. Didn't eclipse that in the last 2 against Boston. Would you play Brunson tonight?
I would play Brunson tonight. I think you kind of have to throw out the Boston numbers a little bit in this series because this is just.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a series where guys just go crazy on the overs. I like Brunson tonight. I think 30 points is kind of a given the pace of this game. The Knicks never get to really play these fast-paced
Yeah.
games like this, and it's going to,
Yes.
elicit some big numbers.
All right. Any other plays you like on their side tonight?
Oh man, I mean, listen, if there was ever a series for Karl Anthony Towns, it's this one.
Yeah.
It just leans into his skill set so much. He's
Mm-hmm.
He kills the Pacers every time he plays them. If you actually look at his career numbers versus Indiana, it is mind-boggling what he's able to do. I actually like Karl-Anthony Towns. I can't find it here. 4.5 free throws made. Last 6 games versus the Pacers, going back to the regular season in Minnesota, he's hit at least 6 free throws. There's nobody on the Pacers that can guard him.
I'm with you. That's a great play. I like that one a lot. In fact, I'm going to play that one here. So let's why we got Towns here over. You playing him over the 4.5 tonight. So I'm going to play him and pair him with something else that I got. 1.5 3-pointers made too. I like that one. That's a goblin play, a little bit safer. But I'm looking at the 4.5 free throws made. Good free throw shooter too. So not really a huge concern there. I would also play Nembhard tonight. I kind of I feel again, Neesmith just went nuts. I don't even know what to make of that. That feels like a kind of like what we saw. Can't even remember the guard now of Cleveland that was Ty Jerome. I know Neesmith's better than Ty Jerome, but like still it felt a little bit like that. Nembhard's at half a 3 tonight on a goblin play. Give me that. I'll take that safe play with your Towns play if you just want to make some easy money here. I think that's a safe one there as well. So those are some of the plays that we like tonight on Knicks and on the Wolves. If you want to play the Dallas Edmonton game tonight, you can do that as well as baseball. We'll be back tomorrow for the Panthers. Panthers are playing at home against the Hurricanes, and then of course OKC and what looks like a runaway series against Minnesota. Use the code 5 FIVE. Follow Eric at Eric Wiedeke. Follow me at Ethan J. Skolnick and at 5 Reasons Sports. Have a good one.